Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Industry Chats.
Yes.
Yeah, once again, we're in Santon. And then, I think today's chat is going to be a very interesting one. I'm excited. But before we get to that, we have Lesiba in the building.
How
are you, bro?
Nah, I'm chill. Can't complain, man. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people know that know you on the channel because like you've been here over and over. This is your third time, actually, isn't it?
Hey, man, I even lost count. No, that's how deep it is. I've been here, man.
Yeah, and I appreciate you coming through today and whatnot. Yeah, how you doing?
I can't complain. You called me when I was 2 days ago, and I was like, man, I have to be somewhere, but I just had to cancel because I knew being here is gonna help out on Saturday. So yeah, I'm excited, man.
Nah, that's great. Scoobs, how you doing, bro?
Chilling, dog, as always.
As always.
Yeah. Staying away from controversies.
Right.
Choosing peace.
Peace all the way. Yeah.
You good?
Me? Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Yeah, it's just. Yeah, I'm good.
It's just
man. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I think I'm good overall, though. Yeah. Overall, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay. I said that way too many times, nah.
Yeah.
It's like you're trying to convince us.
They're calling you there and saying today, like, we're gonna post you.
You know, it's funny actually. So I've been to Cape Town actually, and actually I landed at Saint once actually. But like, was it Saint? Boy, it was Saint. It was Saint. No, I went inside. We paid the entrance. Went in. There was another spot.
White boy spots.
Oh, okay. So I thought it was Saint. I'm not really a person of these places and whatnot, but we're in Cape Town, so Sandra Napa. So maybe we had a table there that was 1 meter there. 1 meter.
Don't know.
Yeah, but hey, dog, I don't know if you got, but there's been like a lot of flack about that.
Yeah, like heavy. Yeah.
Don't be caught on the wrong side.
No. Hey, I like living a very private life. But unlike the person who's sitting here with us, you put everything out there.
Yeah,
right?
no, we out there, man. We out there, but the way that we're out there, we're also limiting certain things.
Okay.
So I'm only showing what I want to show, but
But I guess it's social media at the end of the day.
It is, yeah. At the end, it happens to be that way.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, you had that incident. Do you think that changed up the way you post?
Which one is it?
The hijacking.
Oh yeah. It also did because because at first I would post sometimes where I was, but it was like limited now and then. So now I don't do that anymore.
Wait, so do you think it was a result?
And it wasn't.
It wasn't a result.
There, I was just like, I'm hungry. Let me go to the to go get food. Nothing. I didn't announce nothing, and then I just went there. And then that happened.
Because I mean, I was in a similar incident. And then they were like, it's because you're always posting money or whatever. And it's like, no, guys. This had nothing to do with that. I mean, even the guys, I doubt that they even know what Forex trading is.
That's true,
So it's like, even the area I was in, it's like, it doesn't add up.
That's true. Normally it's like that.
Yeah, if I was in my hometown or if I was in like like Santon or something, then I'd be like, okay, maybe. But where I was at the time, it didn't make no sense.
Yeah.
But as you were saying, today's topic.
I mean, you guys know Lesiba Mothupi. How many subscribers do you have, bro?
Over like what? Yeah, over like 250,000.
Are you in Nqobile, bro? Because I don't know any other Lesibas except for my uncle. And in Nqobile.
I'm
over 250k subscribers.
Sure.
I think probably more than 10 million views.
Like 20 million views.
20 million views around there. And then you post content every day. Is it almost every day?
Not almost, like maybe 3 times a week.
3 times a week. Okay. It feels like every day though.
They come in.
So honestly, it does feel like every day. But like I think that's really what we really want to touch on today, because like I think this is also like a big part of the industry, especially the Forex industry. What everyone says is that you can log if you want to learn how to trade Forex, all you need to do is just go to YouTube and learn Forex from there. So you are part of those people that a lot of people have learned a lot from. And I think we just want to discuss that because I know there's a lot of channels that popped up and all that. But like, I think, when did you actually first blow up though? Like,
yo. Yeah, they're on video. I think it was like maybe 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, 2018, 2019. Yeah. And the way that I done it, it wasn't more of me doing it in terms of publicly, like I wanted to go out there. At first I was thinking that it's on unlist, like it's not public.
Really?
Yeah. But I just
and it turned out to be the video that actually blew up.
So after I just see myself like, you know, hey, because I was still driving Uber at that time, you know, so yeah, I started seeing people when they jump in the car, they're like, hey man, I think I've seen you. Hey,
oh yeah,
you've seen me.
Oh, so you're an Uber driver?
Yeah,
oh, okay, cool.
Fun fact, I thought that would be covered on Market Masters,
really?
actually.
No, I didn't come actually. I didn't come. You know, what's funny is the other day I was in an Uber and that guy who was my Uber driver at the time, he like, oh, I've also got a channel. I'm also creating content for people to watch and everything like that. So you understand right now, it's a space where everyone's feeling like, hey, they got knowledge, they can come on there and share information.
Yeah.
You understand? Basically do what you're doing, but what you're doing is like on a higher level.
Yeah, plus with the consistency.
Yeah. So how do you keep it consistent? I think that's something we need to find out.
Because have like a team.
No, thing is like in terms of consistency, like I don't know how I can say like the exact same steps of keeping it consistent, but it's just, you know, applying, like recording and then uploading as much as I can, you know. Because at the end of the day, like, you know, the reason that I believe like my YouTube also grew that much was to be able to impact or touch as much people as possible. So imagine now I've got like 250 followers and I'm not even using that to anyhow, you know, it doesn't, like, I'm just gonna say I have this many subscribers, but it doesn't help anyhow. So what I do is that I just make sure that for the time being here, I'm gonna put out as much as I can. On days where I'm feeling positive, or even on days where I'm feeling low, I'll just have to come and be like this in front of the camera and, you know, play my part. So yeah.
Was your YouTube channel based off of Forex, or did you have other content before that?
I think it was based off of my journey, like as a hustler in general. Like it wasn't more on it's gonna be Forex. It was, let me just put this down, record this. One day when I'm just chilling, you know, somewhere somehow, you know, when I'm enjoying life, I'll just be able to look back and say, hey, I come from this, I used to stuff like this, you know, let me just motivate myself. So that was like how I started it. And I was like, whatever that I bump into, whatever business, whatever that I actually do, I'll just document on my journey in general.
So you were a creator at heart. It wasn't based off of like a demand of like I want to grow a business.
No, it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
In fact, like the time I think when I launched my very first video, it was like during like, you know, tough times when I was still learning, trying to figure things out. So I knew one day, like, I would look at this and say all those early mornings, late nights are when I pay off, but I just wanted something to keep track of, you know. So I was like, maybe if you can just post it, so one day when I'm telling someone something, I can refer them to like my old videos.
Old stuff,
even be nice to just look back on. So like when the first video actually was like,
be like, hey, this is where I come from, man.
100%,
yeah, 100%. But you've come a long way. You've come a long way.
Yeah.
All right. So one of the questions we have here: do you consider yourself a trader first or a content creator first? Considering you make a lot of content.
Yeah, I think it's focused more on trader, because without me being a trader, I can't make that content. Like if I don't trade, there won't be any content that I can make of. You know, but the fact that like I trade and I learn about trading daily, it allows me to make that much content. Like if someone out there just makes content without like that knowledge or being an actual trader, you'll get to a limit whereby you can't scale or you can't, you know, say something that someone would be like, wow, you always be saying the same thing, you know. But if you obviously experience, like now when I'm saying something, I'm speaking out of like 6 years within the industry, me trading, and as well the losses that I took, the wins that I also experienced, and so I'm speaking from all of that, you know. So
okay, something that wasn't under questions here, but just to inspire the people, is the money good?
YouTube money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on like you as a person, but it's like 5 figures for me a month, like somewhere around those numbers.
So it's fair.
It's fair. Like
what is fair? What is fair?
Like he said 5 figures.
What would be fair for you? What would be fair for you?
No. You know why I'm asking that? Because essentially you'll find that the guys at home hoping that this is going to become an extra source of income. Because essentially YouTube becomes an extra source of income, but for some people it's mainly like becomes their main source of income. But like it was like I'm asking like is 20k fair? Okay, let me give you ranges per se, right?
Yeah.
20 to 50, 50 to 90.
Oh, okay. What do you think you on your side?
My side. I mean, making of YouTube a month, I think what would be fair, making content, probably 25 to going to 50.
What do you think?
Yeah, I've never tapped into the space, so I wouldn't have an idea. But if you're saying fair, yeah, around 20, 25.
25, yeah. I think consistently, biggest months, or not even biggest months, like what we'll be looking at consistent would be like 50, 60k. And like on months where I'm not posting that much, like maybe once a week it will be like 25, 30, somewhere around those numbers.
Okay.
Yeah.
But those are
But you're saying that's not fair.
It's not fair.
Okay, so basically you're saying, okay, I don't know if you feel comfortable, so basically the most you've made in a month from YouTube is probably like
60, yeah, like 50, 55, like for a month, like
for
55 this month, the next month 60, the next month they're 55, yeah, like that,
those
just
were
like
your
that.
hottest months.
Yeah.
That's quite like...
Yeah, even for me, because like I did say, when I started YouTube, I didn't know about money, all of that's gonna come. Like even when I done my first monetization, because someone reached out in the comments and was like, man, I watch your videos, you don't have ads, so it means that you're not monetized. How do you make your money? Because you're supposed to make money. Then I was like, oh, how do I make money? Then I got it. I had like over like 30,000 subscribers at that time. So that was when I applied for the monetization, and then they approved everything. Then once that was done, the first month like we made like $1,000, and then from there we just kept on going. So
so it's a great source of income though.
It is, because when it came, then I started being able to like, oh, maybe I can now outsource, like maybe videographer, maybe now I don't have to do my own things, like I can use this for, so it helps.
How big is the Lesiba team though, the YouTube team? How big is the YouTube team?
YouTube, I wouldn't say it's like that big. But like one thing that I like doing is that I also focus more on, like, I work with physical, like let's say you and me like this, but as well I also outsource in terms of like people that will be like virtually like whatever that it would be, like if I need editing from you, you don't have to be with me to edit my videos. Can be in the Philippines or in Miami, and we'll still get that done. So normally I also prefer those methods.
So wait, so you're talking about people internationally editing your videos, is that what you're saying, or your things like that, right?
No, I'm saying those are things that can happen. But currently I've got my brother that's also helping me. He's the one.
Okay, now that's cool. So it's your brother,
and the people
editing,
thumbnails. Like it's just one person that I've been working on with like for the past like 3 years. We've never met, we've never spoke, but it's just my brother, that's what I want.
What was it, on Fiverr?
Upwork. I normally prefer Upwork.
Oh, okay, because we try at least on the podcast to guide people to the right direction.
Oh yeah.
I think my question now that's popping in my head. Okay, so you were pushing YouTube. Do you think YouTube grew itself, or other social media platforms helped to grow YouTube?
I think it grew itself.
Okay.
Yeah, because with me, more people knew me from YouTube compared to Instagram. Because on Instagram, I don't really post. I don't like posting pictures, firstly, and I like videos, me. So if it's pictures, so I didn't see the need of like Instagram that much, but people knew me from YouTube, and
then that translated.
That's when they're like, I want to chat to you. Where can I go? And then like your Instagrams and stuff.
Okay, no, that makes sense, because I also have a friend, but it was like back in the day who also used YouTube to grow his other social media, Facebook.
Sure.
So I always just find it interesting interesting because some people they use it the other way, where they use like their Instagram or Facebook to promote, which I think going the YouTube way, I think also it helps reach a wider audience than just like the geographic place where you're at. Because I've had the funniest people like say, hey bro, I know you from YouTube, and then you have the guys like you're saying in Philippines or India or something, and you're like, what? That's quite interesting to know that, okay, you did it that way. So would you encourage people then to spend more time on YouTube as opposed to other social media?
Like in terms of what, spend more time consuming or producing?
Creating.
I think, but it depends on you as a person. Like let's say for you guys now, this is a podcast, so I wouldn't say YouTube. I'd rather say you should have a podcast, because when I'm driving, I'd want to listen to what's going on. Whether it's a live stream, whether it's even just like downloadables that I can just download because it's like that accessible. But if you are, some people, they prefer, short reels, or I don't even know how to put it, but maybe lifestyle that's like a bit too deep that you can't really put like on YouTube video like full each and every week. You can't post like maybe going to a club doing this each and every those things. So it also depends on the type of content that you want to share and what channel you want to go with, and stick to that one channel. Then the rest of the channels will just be to help you move traffic to that bigger channel. So I wouldn't necessarily say YouTube. For me, the reason I go for YouTube is because I'm always on YouTube. If I'm not producing content on YouTube, I'm learning something on YouTube. You understand? Even how I'm saying, like if I'm not listening to this podcast, I'd rather watch it maybe on YouTube. Do you get it? I won't go on Instagram and like thread. I won't like on Instagram. I won't.
So we're talking about those, and one we're not touching on is TikTok. Now, I wanna go into TikTok. Get your opinion on like TikTok. If you think it's a good platform to also try push business, because my girlfriend, she was like, hey bro, hey, did you see Forex Chasers pushing this? And I saw that the TikTok was actually growing. Do you think it was good for business or brand awareness?
TikTok is good for brand awareness because you get a lot of followers, views, and all those but like you don't get that much people that would take that action that you need them. So if you want them to purchase something, not a lot of people want to purchase, they just watch that video because of that part, it's entertaining or that. So it's good more for brand awareness compared to business. Yeah, because I mean, I think I've also seen that on my end. I feel like people just do TikTok just for more brand awareness. And I'm yet to come across someone who says, hey, I'm making a killing off of TikTok.
TikTok conversions. But I think there are guys, I think there's one guy I know, I met some guy a while back, he's a trader as well, but he mainly produces TikTok content. So it seems like his conversion rate is slightly a bit... It's good, for the business, because he's also selling courses and everything. So he's living a nice life. Maybe it's
with that, also I think it's also in terms of the type of content that you can produce. Like let's say maybe for him, it can work, and I'm sure it works nice. And it could be more of like, let's say, like for me, I'm not too good with finding like what's trending now. Let me hop onto the trend and sing I'm up here and make it like in the Forex way. Those things. So if you're a person that's creative to that point, or maybe you can do all those things, then I feel like you can get on TikTok because it will be easier to just move as the TikTok algorithms also change.
No, that's true.
And how important then would you say is sponsorship of when you sponsor posts and all of that? Do you think it's important to at least grow a brand to a certain extent, or do you think one can go without?
I think for me, in terms of sponsorships, so sponsors and like when you're boosting like type thing.
When you're boosting
I'm not really too good with like boosting, because there's a difference to it. There's like really running ads and there's like boosting a post. So with boosting, I'm not sure how good it would say. If you just want brand awareness, that is good. Maybe you can do that. But when you're running ads, like ads are like strictly targeting the people that you want to see the ad that are gonna take action. So that's 100% good. Like, I've used that method. Like, for me it has worked perfectly. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you have guidelines to share with the audience of start here, maybe like a certain age range, maybe?
Yeah, I think in terms of, so let's say just give what are you trying to achieve? Maybe we can talk about that.
So we have a guy here.
Yeah.
Because again, and I think people overlook this, that at the end of the day, having a Forex school is a business.
There's a business, yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with making 5 million off a Forex school. I mean, why start a business? You start a business because you're trying to be successful from it. So here's a guy. He's got good signals. He's got good technical analysis, or whatever way he trades. But then he's trying to move a step forward, because I also picked up on the socials that you were actually gonna do something like this in terms of like assisting people with being IBs and stuff like that. So here's a guy. He's chilling there behind his laptop. He's watching the show, because we're always talking about like IBs. We're talking about rebate deals, CPA deals, wara deals, all of this. So here's a guy. He's trying to put himself on the map and get himself noticed. Where would you advise he starts?
So okay, I like that. And that's actually one of my short-term goals. Like how you did say, I'm working on deals such as that. Like, being able to just allow, let's say, Nqobile, for whatever expertise that he has, to be able to touch someone else using this and as well make money from it, So I think one of the first things that you need to do is you need to decide who do you want to work with, like what types of people, because remember, there will be those lower quality people that are going to complain, or maybe just not focus on the bigger picture, and those people that are like, and there are the other types of people that are like willing to learn, or they want to learn and stuff. So you target people that are interested in the topic that you're going to be speaking about. So if it is let's say trading, target people that have been either researching about trading in the past few months, that want to know about trading, or that have took any action towards anything that has to do with trading. So with running ads, what you will see is that there's like differences. Like you can put what we call pixels into your campaign. So I can target that if someone has been on, let's say, a broker, XYZ broker, in the last 90 days, I want my ad to show to that person. Do you get that? So so that's what you do. And in terms of age range, what I done is that I looked at what age range follows me, and also looked at what members in my private team are more members, and as well, not even that, but like who are the ones that are serious, who are the ones that are like staying with me longer, who are the ones that are easier to work with compared to someone that's, I don't know, you can be 18 but stressful, you're stressing me, you're calling me like I'm responsible for your financial future, which I can help you get there, but I'm not responsible for you being there.
What happens,
But I think this one goes, sorry to interrupt, but this one actually goes to the both of you right now, because you both offer services in the industry and whatnot. But how do you guys actually go about dealing with the stressful clients and whatnot? Because I know it's something that has like plagued the industry a lot, because a lot of guys come into the industry expecting to buy y'all's courses. And then when they buy those courses, they expect to see next week or 2 weeks time or 3 weeks time, they're gonna be like basically like you. They don't wanna go through the process. So this is actually to the both of y'all, because y'all are interesting. Because y'all offer this.
For me personally, I don't think I've had such a huge problem concerning that, because again, my sort of audience and clients has generally been like older people who are very realistic with money. I think the largest group I've ever ran had 130 people in it, so I didn't have too much pressure or stress to deal with. I think because of the amount of money that they were bringing in, that's what was helping me more than anything else. But I know people like you with a larger audience. I think it's more because not that I don't get people that they become stressful, but then it's like 3% of my clientele versus you. I think you have more people.
A lot, No, I think for me it's like how you did say, like it's a business, you know, you have to look at the problem that person is coming with. Like if you're coming with the problem of, let's say, maybe services, you're not happy with something that's been done, obviously I'll just try to, you know, speak with you. How can I make it a bit more better for you? And if, let's say, we still are not reaching agreements, we'll just easily have to refund you. You know, yeah. So that's normally how it works. Like if you have a problem, we look at it, and if it's problems that we can control, things that we can, you know, we can play a part in, yeah, we can work with that. We can give you more time. I don't even focus like on if your time frame is out and you're still not happy, you don't have to pay again. You know, you can still cut down. Okay, you know what, I'll give you 2 more weeks up until, you know, you reach or you do this. But if you're still not happy, because you know some people, they are like not happy or they're negative in the mindset, so whatever solution you come up with, it won't work no matter what you say. True. So you just have to cut them off, and those are the ones that we have to cut them off. I
think also it's looking at, for me, unique cases. You know, you look, it's okay, maybe most of my clients complain about this, so it's definitely that's a problem on my end. But then if somebody is going to complain about something and you're like, it's like, this is even beyond my control, this has nothing to do with me, but you, it's like, you just deal with that. It's like I was saying that I had a problem where I was doing account management, a very recent one. Performance was not good. T's and C's they didn't adhere to, and him out of the 27 clients, he's the only one that came back. It's like, money, and I'm like, okay, and I showed him. I was like, Joe, there's all these people here. None of these people have complained. You're the only one coming here saying all of this. And then he started being like, but our financial situations are not the same and I'm like, but dude, this is financial markets. There are good times, there are bad times. When things were going good, you weren't coming to me and texting me and saying, thank you, you know. But then when things start declining, that's when he comes in, and I'm like, but bro, how is it that out of all these people, right, and it might not be a large number, but how is it that you're the only one that's saying this, but then when there were profits being made, you weren't saying anything, you know? So I think it also boils down to looking at a case that am I seeing this frequently, or is this just one person who probably has their own frustrations, who borrowed money from Makelwani or took money from the stock file, and I was like, I'm gonna flip this and then put it back in the stock file.
So it's crazy. I just had to like button and like ask her in terms of that, because like I know essentially coming to our industry, it's quite a pattern from the client side, but also from the service provider side. So there's just some way, there's a disconnect, it becomes a disconnect somewhere in between there, where you find that now our industry just becomes tainted because of doings from both sides, actually.
But you know, in such cases, you know, I believe like in the fact that, like, you know, obviously when you're doing something, you know, there has to be both the wins and the losses. Like, you know, there's someone that's gonna complain, and there's people that are also gonna be excited for whatever that's being done. You know, as long as you can focus more on the good of it. The complaints, you can look at it in terms of what are they complaining about. Is it something that I can fix? And when you've got that done, then you know that you can come up with a solution type thing. You know, but if it's not like that, then no, it's not manageable.
Because I've heard a lot of people like leaving good reviews, so then I sit down and I'm like, okay, so he can't be the problem, as much as people say A, B, C, you know, but for the fact that like a number of people, and also people who are like big in the industry now and are successful, are leaving good reviews, then it's like, okay, you know what, Shuti, there's something that they took from him that like really impacted in their life. And I think it also boils down to, guys, let's be honest, not everybody who enters any industry is going to be successful.
That's true.
How many people have started trying to like sell iPhones, you know, online, but then they don't do it properly. And then there's some people who like, bro, they buying cars off of this, you know, and it also goes down to school. How many people go to school, but then they don't become successful? They're chilling there with degrees and what. And I know it's gets a bit controversial. They're chilling there with their degrees or their qualifications, and things aren't going well. And then you find, I mean, there's even medical doctors. I mean, you'd expect that to be an industry that goes well, but there are medical doctors who are actually going through the most, who are struggling. So I think it also goes down to accountability. And a lot of times I tell people that, look, how many billionaires are there in the world versus how many people living in poverty out there? And at the end of the day, it comes down to you and assuming responsibility and accountability, you know, which is a reason why the first ever Signal group I was in, I left, because at the end of the day I saw that people are busy going in, you know, although there's losses and whatnot, a lot of people at the end of the day are net profitable, and then I'm not profitable. You know, I'm not going where I want to go. So you know what, let me take a break and let me work on myself, you know, let me manage my expectations before I can go be like, yeah, that guy's a bad guy, that guy's a bad guy. Because at the time when I entered the industry, you know, it was early 2013. It was all like guys from the States and whatnot, and you know, their people were doing well. So I was like, okay, you know what, this comes down to a me problem and what I'm thinking, because another thing, being a signal provider, it's stressful because people think everything you're gonna send out is gonna hit TP, and then they take their only 1,000 rands and then they go
fully in. Fully in.
All the lots that they can go till empty points, like not enough money. And you find that it's unfortunate that is not the winning signal, and then the next 2 signals you send after that, they like smash TP, and then now you find, because the guy didn't participate in the winning signals, he's sour, and now he's gonna be like, you're a scam. But then you say there from the beginning, you tell them about risk management, but then risk management, like it just all goes in jail once they like, hey, this signal, and you know, they're desperate, all of that gets chucked out the window. They're like, I'm your ball.
Okay, so going back to YouTube, working with sponsors, you've worked with a couple of sponsors over the years.
Sure.
Who was your first sponsor? What was your first sponsor?
First sponsor. YouTube. Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, you need to remember the first one.
I don't remember. My first sponsor.
Yeah, or one of the ones in the early days. Because I think essentially with hopes of that, in as much as the YouTube money is also good, the sponsorship money is probably better.
It's better. Like, that's one thing that I like. Yeah, because you know, with YouTube, especially but if I say I remember my exact first sponsors.
Okay.
But it's good deals, because you know, these guys will just come and tell you that we're giving you like what, $3,000 for instance for like just a 30-second video, you know, those types of things. And so obviously even you, when you are, but there's a lot of, like, every day I get like maybe 5 to 7 sponsorship deals that are like coming my way, but obviously I don't take all of them, because like others are like things that I'm not even interested in, others things that I don't believe in, others are just that. So you also have to filter out with what it is that you want. So that's why I say I'm not really too sure in terms of sponsorship, but I know for sure that there is some brands that I've worked with was because of, like, I loved it. I was like excited. Maybe I was like, I became an affiliate somewhere somehow, and they saw, hey man, you've been doing this, how about you now become like this for us? And I was like, oh wow, because I don't know, like in my head now I'm just thinking, you know, I just want to treat, I just want to, you know. So when like you're pushing and like, you know, people are coming telling you about how you can get an extra income doing just this, you know, it plays a part.
It does.
Have you ever engaged with a sponsor outside the financial markets?
Outside,
like a clothing brand or an alcoholic beverage or something?
Not that I'm too sure with that, but I'm not too sure.
Would you take it, like, if
it was what? So
Biliato, they come through, they're like, hey, we want traders to start buying our bottles, and they come through,
I think
like,
I'll take it, like, you know, like right now,
if the money's good,
like, you know, such things, like, you know, even now, like, you know, one person that I'd also, when I see myself working with is like Rick Ross, like, in terms of, like, you know, the ballets, like, you know, I'm always just having ballet, taking him, like, hey, man, I hope you see me, like, you know, maybe I can add value in Africa, you know, that type of thing, but, you know, but it's not even because of that, is just the fact that I'm gonna be around, like, you know, what am I gonna learn? What am I gonna take from, you know, who am I gonna be around with, you know? So those, like, even if it's billiard, I won't just want it to be, oh, there's your money, it's out. No, I'd want, like, maybe for me to have access to be able to go there, like, you know, be around them, speak with the people that I can speak with, learn from it, like, you know, be a member of the, because I have to be a member of the business in general. Yeah.
Biggest sponsorship check.
In terms of what?
The biggest check that you've got from a sponsor, like at one go, they were like, yo, bro, YouTube is hot. We trying to put our name here. Here's 5,000 US. Here's whatever.
Like in a span of what? In a span of a year, or in a span of like
just
12 months?
Oh, have you had some long term?
Okay, let's say the long term. Yeah. Inspire the kids.
Like I had one deal. I had one deal whereby we had like over $80,000 for a span of 12 months. So it was like an average of $7,000 a month for just like one YouTube video. And like not even one, just a shout out on one YouTube video.
Just a shout out. Just a shout out.
Sure.
Yeah. So that's fair. Yeah, more than fair. I mean that's a brand new powerful car.
Yeah. No, but yeah.
The flashiness behind everything. Do you think it promotes? Or do you think it's the content more behind the flashy? Because for me personally, I was pushing Forex. I had my polo driving around there with the stickers on it, and like people weren't paying attention. Then I was like, first beam, I think, like, hey, second beam, I think, like people started coming in. Yeah. So do you think the flashiness is there, or helps more, or do you think the content is what helps more?
I think the content, it depends on who you're trying to attract, because like I remember at first when I was still like I used to drive a Polo as well. And you know, because like at that time I was learning so much and I was sharing like so much valuable information, I would even have like, you know, people that were like higher above me, like, you know, business owners that would call me for me to teach them, and I'd be like, sure, like I'm here, you are like there.
Why you want knowledge from me?
Yeah. You know, but I saw some, it allowed me to see some. But you know, these ones that are like, if someone is like in the same level as you, like we're in the hood together. When I buy bread, you are buying bread, but you want to learn from me, you know, it doesn't. So the ones that are like in those situations, they want to see, like I had to be out of the hood. I had to, like, you know, maybe drive a 45 first, because for them they have a mindset of, I also want to move out the hood and drive, like, you know, a 45. So the fact that you've done it means that I can, you know, get some. But that one person that needs money knows that no. I mean, the one person that's like, you know, that already has money knows that, okay, I don't need the 45D move out the hood. What I want is just the skill that this kid has to impact me.
Okay, at least there we share the same sentiments, because actually before I got to where I got, it was actually one investor who put me where I was. And in the first year, like I said, I was still in my Polo and stuff, and he put 500K down, and I was like, bro, can you help me do something with this? When other people, you're still charging for a course and what, and then they're like, but where's the because they were obviously comparing me to other people in the industry that, you know, like driving the 45s and the Golf Rs and what, and they're like, but where's yours? You know,
where's yours?
And came a guy who cared nothing about that, but was more focused on like, what is this guy saying? What is this guy putting out there? That was more valuable. So I guess you guys hear it, that it's not necessarily about being flashy. Being flashy will attract sometimes even the more problematic people.
Because even looking at it, there's one thing that I like is that you stack up, you know, like when it comes to money, you stack up like for whatever that you want. So I don't have to buy like a Gold 7R to show you that I'm making money if I know for sure that maybe I want M4 or whatever, Ferrari, you know. So for me, I can just do whatever that I'm doing, stack up my money, stack up until I get to that I want, you know, instead of just having to show that, okay, no, we're really making money here, let me go do this there, let me just go let me get this another one, let me always improve, upgrade to show, you know, it doesn't work. Like at first when you're still, you think that it's like that, but when you are in it, you start seeing that, oh no man, if I do, I attract these types of people. Like when I do this, I attract these types of, I don't want to work with these types, I want to work with these types of people. So let me rather just focus on doing me and doing things that are the way that I want to do it, in a comfortable way, where I don't have to now live a life that I'm not too comfortable with, or do things that I don't want to do in order to just continue having people come to me, you know.
Okay, trick question.
Yeah.
You're left with two options. They like, choose one for the rest of your life. Would it be Forex Chasers or would it be YouTube? Because both have been successful.
Forex Chasers.
Yeah.
Forex Chasers.
Oh, okay. So you'll go with Forex Chasers and leave the YouTube.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Is it because it's your like personal brand that you grew from the ground, or is it because what it's also pushed for your life?
Yeah, I think it's because, you know, most people, obviously people be like, hey, you know, making money teaching, you know, or they're like, yeah, those mindset, but you know, from us, like, you know, we have something to live for, you know, because if it wasn't for Forex Chasers, like in general, you know, what would I be doing? Like, you know, I'll just wake up, maybe trade. I don't know, like, you know, I don't even know what I'll be doing, to be honest, you know. Like, yes, I know that I'll be trading, but like, you know, that's all, like, you know, it's boring to just like trade.
Be alone.
Like, you know, just be alone. You can whatever, if it's a negative day, like, you know, that's, if it's a positive day, that's, you know, it's, you kept. But when you have something that you're doing, like, you know, Forex is, for me, it has like, you know, values, missions, it has like something that works. It's a vision in general, and seeing it as an idea at first and growing, seeing it change lives, like physically, seeing the things that it done, and as well, just the ups and downs of it. And me as a person, I'm learning, like, you know, I dropped out of school, I never knew anything in terms of business, but I knew now along the way that, you know, oh, I don't have to just be a trader, you know. Now I'm an entrepreneur, you know. I've got a business. I do this. I go through this. Like, there's just I'm in the business world now. Yeah.
And I mean, at least you can take the principles you've learned here into like any other business venture.
Any other business venture, I know whatever business that I start, I know what's needed for it to launch and start making money within the next few weeks, even not even months, you know. So those things are things that I can work with. Yeah. So anything you wanna do, man, we can start in. Anything.
100%. If you had to start a YouTube, just a follow-up question on that, also like another trick question. If you had to start a YouTube channel, how much would you sell it for?
Yeah, if I had to sell my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Don't forget 80,000, US.
Yo, and what are the terms like? Like,
no,
you know,
I don't know,
like
you said, you're completely selling it to someone.
Like, is it a sell whereby I sell it and then I don't have, because you know some people, like, when you sell, then I don't have to do YouTube maybe for a year. I can sell and then do my own thing.
Yeah, gone.
I think maybe we'll be looking at a number between $3 to $5 million. Yeah.
Dollars. That gives you an idea how much it's generating for him.
Because like, you know, in general, like, it's YouTube, yes, as much as like I did say, you know, we can make a sponsorship and also YouTube money, but in general, like, once like someone watch, because I have to prove myself like on my YouTube video, so once someone learns from me, then they want to learn more about me, so they go for whatever services or products that I have, and then that's also like additional income on top of that. So it's not just like, you know, that money that I spoke, it's also like it plays like that one YouTube video that's out there can bring like maybe 11 income streams for me, you know.
Oh, that's beautiful. So what are some tips that you would like to give guys at home, somebody trying to start their YouTube channel? Like, what is it like? Just give them like a bit of a blueprint there, like as to how to go about it.
I think as long as you have this, like a cell phone, you know, it's one of the things that you can do.
Saying as long as you have an iPhone.
No. The reason I done this and not the backside was to not show them like I'm speaking about, because someone like, oh, iPhone, what? I'm doing this.
They don't see the iPhone.
They don't see what phone it is. Because even if you see my first video, like, you know, I was just sitting there, I just put it like, I didn't even have stands like this, you know, I just put I put a chair and another thing on top to balance, you know, and like
take a loaf of bread.
And you know, I said like this on that the video was cutting me till here, like, you know, and I was speaking like this, like, you know, my phone didn't, you know, those old phones, like space wise, you can only shoot like a minute. So I shoot a minute and then stop and then take it to my laptop, then delete and then another minute, you know. So yeah, like that's how it was. But like, you know, the most important thing is, as long as you can start, no matter how you start, as long as you can just start, you post, and then you get feedback from that first video, even if you get a 1 view or 2 views. But as long as you can just you know, record yourself and talk about things that you know, don't talk about just because they say talk about this. Like, just because one person wants to hear something doesn't mean that a lot of people, or your purpose is gonna be fulfilled by doing that. You know, and just someone can say talk about sneakers and I talk about them and reach a lot of people. Like, it's not my purpose, you know. I can maybe mention something about it, but if my purpose is to talk about trading in general and the ups, the downs, like that's what I have to just focus more on. Mm-hmm. So record yourself and just post. Don't look at the numbers yet. Focus more on you improving yourself. Talking, because, you know, talking in front of a camera alone, something else, you know, like, hey man, they're like, you know. So you just have to focus on not wanting everything to be perfect. I see a lot of people that I've also tried to help in the past get started with their YouTubes and stuff, and they'll be like, you know, I still need this, I still need a studio, I still need this, I still, you know, those are things, you don't need those things, man. Those are things that you'll get along the way, like after you've seen that this is really something for you. That's why even in trading, like just by moving from the in trading, when someone, before they do anything, I'll say, do something that's free first. Like, that's why I would have, like, you know, a free group, a free what, to see if you can understand the basics of the language that's being spoken, whatever that we're saying, if it's something that's you are gonna commit to for the next few months. Do you get that? Because if you just commit without knowing, when you reach that obstacle, then you're gonna quit too quick. Like, there's the people that I see on Instagram that started like Instagram and then they'll promote to YouTube. You'd see them like they don't even have a video, but they're like, subscribe to my YouTube video. Me, I never say subscribe. Like, if you see my old message, even till this day, I still have my old messages of people that are, every time I never subscribed, I'll just, anyone that was on my list, Facebook, Instagram, I'll just send them my video. Like, link. I was straight, like link. Whoever watches, whoever doesn't watch. But that way I'm filtering out people. Like, the ones that watch and do, those are the ones that I'm gonna grow with, and the ones that don't watch, obviously it means that they can't be subscribers and stuff. So yeah, and as I was doing that, I think I done that for like but as I was doing that, comes a point where my other videos just start to push on their own.
You don't have to now
spam people. Yeah, I done it. Like, man, I went in groups, like, you know, I just went in trading groups, whatever groups that you can be in, and I was like, guys, I'm Lesiba, you guys don't know me yet, but I don't want to.
And I mean, now talk about Forex, you don't even need an introduction. They already know. Good day, there's Lesiba.
Now they know.
Yeah, okay. And just before we wrap up there, because there's other people who base their YouTube channels just by taking other traders' videos and putting them out there. How do you feel about that, when like somebody's gonna take like a video from your Instagram and then put it on their YouTube and then start getting like views and stuff like that? Are you okay with it, or would you prefer it not happen?
Nah, mama, I'm okay with it, man. I'm okay. Like, if possible, you must have a page of me. You must have a page of me. You must have a page of me. You get that? Yeah. Like, you know, those are. But obviously, it also depends on what is it that you do. Because like, imagine, like, let's say now, for instance, that's more. It's you're tapping into an audience that I can't tap. Like, let's say if you have a page of me that's like Lesiba Mothupi, talks, you know, that's the page, and you are always just sharing the talks that I have from interviews and stuff. You know, that's positive. You're posting positive things, you know, you're sharing you reaching people that I can reach, you know. But as well, what are you doing with that audience that you're getting? If you are spamming or investment. I thought like you just doing all those things.
Yeah,
then
because
now
those are irritating. Actually, I've had like incidences, and I believe that you've had way more, where people are like, hey, I paid you, I did what, and then it's like, no, but you weren't even talking to me, or you weren't talking to anyone in my team. And there was one that I was literally talking to a guy who was impersonating me, and like I was talking to him, and I'm like, okay, can I video call you? He's like, why do you want a video call? No, just download Luno, just send me money via Bitcoin, what. And I'm just like, yeah, those guys are actually ruining the industry, because now I'm already calling you a scammer. That time I've never engaged with you, I've never done anything with you, but I just found a fake page of you, and then they were like, yeah, investments.
Especially investment. Like I was even searching on my one account, there's like over like 60 profiles that are just like, scams and, all those things. And it's not a good thing, they do actually get like people, sometimes I was taking it light in terms of, no one would take this serious. Like, obviously I speak about it, that I don't do this. Why would someone still invest? But there's people that someone can literally chat with me now, speak with me now. And as soon as they're done speaking with me, maybe I didn't give them what they want. Like they were like, hey man, I want investment. I was like, no, I don't do that. What I do is that I focus on this. Then what they do instead is that they go on my other me, and then other me is like, I do investment. And then they give that investment money.
How can you talk to me?
Then when the money is out, and then now it's back and forth, and then now they are coming back to you.
Like, hey man, I was talking to you, but you weren't talking to me.
So so it's just also in terms of people, but also me, I've been involved in terms of that. Like I've been scammed from that, like believing in this is someone and give money. Then I saw, no man, these things are not like as they are.
And it's actually bad. I actually got one from a pastor I follow on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I saw how now he has another page following me. Yeah. And then that thing was like, hey, I went through your profile, I see God is blessing your life, but you've got enemies that are trying to come after you. If you're trying to have your enemies run away from you, donate money to this orphanage, whatnot. And I'm like, what? What?
No, they're coming strong. Hey, they're coming strong.
So it's not only for traders, but like
that's for everything. People just that, unfortunately, like with trading, and especially like it's all businesses, like in general, like no matter like the scams, the downs, the goods, like it's with all businesses. Like you can be like now selling rice, and the weather does something, agriculture 1 2 3, you can't deliver to the people that you supply your rice to, then they can't just say you are a scam because your trucks are stuck, like they can't cross maybe a bridge or something similar to that. They'll have to wait. Do you get that? Like it's any business, like it's like this. Just that for us, because we are still young, like a month, 2 months, a year, then you see 1 2 3, then people automatically. It's not simple for me to see another brother of mine younger than me even like to succeed quick. I'll have to tell myself reasons on why did he succeed. Maybe he's from a rich family, maybe he got money, maybe there's things that are gonna make me feel better about myself. Do you get that? So those are ways that we trying to limit that.
Yeah. Wow.
Right, very very insightful chat, guys. I hope you picked up a few things. I did. I know I did.
Yeah.
I think we've covered what we needed to cover.
Yeah, essentially. I'm happy.
You're happy.
I'm very happy.
I think if you have more questions, they can feel free to contact you or your team.
Yeah, most definitely. If you should have had like a live and then like you can just be like, hey, brother, the questions come through and but I know it's okay. I'll do that. But they can reach out. And one thing that I like doing is sending them over to my YouTube. But even if not on YouTube, they can also just go on Google and type down our name. They'll see it.
And then maybe just again, you might just want to brush over or promote on what you're doing, because essentially here we're trying to help people within the industry go within the industry. So I know that you were busy with something. Maybe before we wrap up, you can just shed a light on how they can get in contact with you guys in terms of like doing the Forex school and all of that.
Okay. So but this one here, it's not more on like the public side of things. It's more on like the private side, like in terms of the people that I've been working with, seeing the success that they've actually made. It was more of like me focusing on what can I do to better you or help you become one. But it's actually something that we are going to be launching for public like within the year. So what's happening is that our goal with Forex Chasers is not to focus more on me as myself teaching, or giving the signals, the services or those things, because it gets to a limit. I believe that I can touch as much people, you can touch as much people, and you can touch as much people. So with that being said, what we're doing is that we are trying to connect your mentors with people that are looking to learn. So what I do is that if you know that you're good with psychology, let's say for instance, what they'll do is that on the platform someone will be able to just come there, sign up to your 30-minute session, talk with you, chat with you psychology, then you get a cut from it. Do you get that? So we're also trying to just make more revenue for people, and we focus more on the marketing, the advertising, so you don't have to focus on that. You just focus on becoming doing your skills. If you're good at flipping accounts, focus on doing that, and you'll make
sure that the right people come to you.
The right people come to you every day. There will just be someone that's inquiring about you. Will deal with support, the customer care. So
all right. All right. So you got it. Yeah. Hope this isn't the last podcast we have you on.
No, it's not.
Lesiba always comes through.
Always, man, always.
Like I think there's never been a time where I called up Lesiba and he acted snacks or anything. Like, bro, I appreciate you for that. Like,
I got too many subscribers for this. I got too many followers for this. What? They ain't on my level.
Once your 50k subscribers here, get another 200, I'll come there.
It's not like that.
I know. I really do appreciate you always putting through for us and all that. Like, and also for the people. It's always about the viewers, essentially. Especially this podcast is for the IBs, the traders, the new guys. It's literally for them. So, I think people really would have taken something from today, even if it's not Forex related, because we spoke about a lot of things that somebody can actually apply to anything else that they're actually doing in their lives. So, I appreciate you.
Nice. When is this podcast going to be live?
Tuesday.
On Tuesday.
This coming Tuesday.
This coming Tuesday. Or also, because just a few days ago, it was 2 days ago, we were up there in Cape Town, and we just done a show with the Espresso team.
Oh, nice.
So we just were doing a morning show. So every Monday morning, what they can do is that they can watch on SABC3. They'll be able to see me, just walking them through in terms of Forex trading, the basics. So if it's someone that's looking into learning, understanding what's going on, they can just tune in on SABC3, and then they'll find us there.
You guys heard it for yourself first.
Heard it for yourself first.
They say great.
English bundles complete.
We got it.
Nizotranslate lapho maningasizwa lapho ngizabuza makhelwane uthini lo muntu manje.
We bought enough bundles for this podcast. They've depleted right now, so I think it's time to vamos. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys same time, same place next week. Thank you. And we out.